Okay. Story time. Story time.
It's me,
Story
Mario.
time. Story time. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's story time. I kind of want to do it in my sweater. One sec. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like an office therapist. In middle school, I was in orchestra, right? And I was in this orchestra where you enter the room and your emotions go fucking silent. You sit in your chair by yourself. You don't talk to anyone else. You are not friendly with anyone else. You keep yourself separated from the room around you, and if you talk, you get punished, okay? I just want to set the scene. Okay, the emotions inside you, some would say doom, some would say, abysmal sensations just pulsing through the body, okay? And this was my orchestra class in middle school. And you're probably thinking like, wow, how the fuck does that work? Like, what happened? Right? So in middle school, I was part of orchestra, right? And the conductor in there, like, imagine the conductor from Whiplash that literally throws shit at the drummer and everybody else. Whiplash, exactly. Imagine the drummer from Whiplash. That was the experience every single day in that choir room. Okay, and you couldn't socialize with friends. You couldn't do anything like this. And I remember I was trying to really engage in like my imagination and passion for creating in that class. And holy shit, was I the easiest kid in the room to shut down. But that's not even the story. So whatever, that happens, right? Horrible teacher. I move on to high school. And I'm put in like the elite like orchestra class with the same teacher. Okay, so I show up first day and she says, "You're not allowed to be here." And I'm like, well, I was literally like put in this class. Like what's going on? Like, what do you mean I'm not allowed to be here? And she was like, no, like you are not allowed to like be here. You're not this level. You're not in this class. And I was like, okay, hurtful first off, right? So then I was like, okay, I could transfer, but then I have to mess up like everything in my schedule. Okay, if I transfer from orchestra over to whatever else, the other orchestra. So instead, there was an opening in choir at that time. There was an opening in the freshman choir in high school. And that started something I'm never gonna fucking forget. In that first year of high school choir, okay, I learned about this group called the Dynamics, best vocal jazz group in the West Coast, bar none. And I learned about this group, and I realized, okay, if I work my fucking ass off in my first year of high school against these people who have been singing for years, we're talking like 6-7 years, maybe even more than that, then I might be able to get in this group. First year, by the way. So that's exactly what I did. I worked my ass off. I practiced the audition song 2,500 times minimum, over and over and over. I still remember the song. It was Devil May Care. We tried out. There were probably around 100 people who auditioned that year for all the parts. How many people could get in? 4. And I did the audition. I talked with the people, and I waited anxiously. I waited anxiously for what came next, because I built connections, and I didn't want to have to go into this next year with like this embarrassment that took over my body. You know, I didn't want to have to go into this next step of life of like, okay, I tried my ass off at something and I wasn't able to accomplish our goals. Kind of like what I'm doing with Twitch streaming and YouTube right now. It's a very similar sensation, right? So I waited anxiously for days. And they said they'd get back to us. And this was when the school year had already ended, right? So I waited for days and days and days until 12 days later, they put up on the website who got in to that choir, the best in the West Coast, like the creme de la creme, this amazing vocal jazz group. I checked the website. At first, I mean, I looked and I didn't see anything. Right? Because I tried out for tenors. And I didn't see my name under tenors. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I was actually so pissed because of how much work I just put into this audition. And then something caught my eye, right? I was looking at all of the people who made it into, alto. The people who made it into soprano. And then I saw the bass section. And there I was. And I was so fucking confused. It was like a scene. It was like a scene out of a movie where I was just like, what is going on? Like, why this is glitched. It's literally glitched. This is not the part I even tried out for, by the way. I end up getting in touch with the choir director, and he says himself, he's like, dude, yeah, you nailed that tenor part so hard. We don't need more tenors like you. You did it so well. I'm going to put you as a bass because I know you can do it just as proficiently. And I'm like, that's not even the part I tried out for, baby. Like, come on. And we got in. We got into the best vocal jazz group in the West Coast, just like that. For the next 3 years. I was with them just singing, doing my thing, performing, and gosh, that's the story of not only a crazed teacher, a maniac for power in the orchestra department, but also how that turned into something fucking beautiful, by the way. And I love singing to this day. It's a daily activity. So chat, that's the story. That's a story for you. That's a high school and middle school story, the double up about the process of me getting into one of the best vocal jazz groups in the West Coast. And it was crazy. And I guarantee you guys could have done the exact same thing. I am not special. All I did was listen to a tape over and over and over and just sing the notes. That's all I did. It was great, man. It was great. But yeah, that's our story. Little intermission. Did your choir get to travel at all? That's okay. When I was part of Dynamics, we went to big like competition in Seattle. And we went there and we took the ferry and we sang. And at that point in Dynamics, I had a solo in that group, right? And I also had a duet as well, right? So we sang in front of the judges, and we were getting judged on our performance and seeing who could be the best. When they gave the results out to us, it was in this big lodge, okay? Lit by like orangish, like almost like candle lighting all around us, with people rowed in these wooden long tables, almost like a picnic bench. But if you were to elongate it and like think of it in like, I don't know, like the realm of the Vikings, right? With log areas on each side. Okay. And we were sitting there and they were announcing the winners, and they announced the basically best solo award. And we were listening, and I was like, okay, we did pretty good. We kind of had a sweep going, like we were doing really good, our group that year. And then they called my name individually to go up to the stage and grab the award. And that was the first awards where I was getting recognized in front of a crowd of like 500 people, of like my peers, of like people I respect. And I was like, this again, it's got to be a glitch, because it didn't make sense. All I did was follow the choir instructor's directions, bro. It was crazy. So yeah, we traveled a little bit. We did some more traveling too. I remember I hosted during that same trip, I hosted a Smash Bros tournament in my hotel room that I won against some of my good friends at the time, and they were pissed. They really didn't like my Jigglypuff. So, but yeah, that's that. That's story time, chat. That's story time. I think, hey, to be honest, I mean, I'm ready to get back into Super Mario 64. honestly. But I'm happy to tell more stories in the future for real, by the way. For real, if that's what you guys want. I'm totally on board. Let's do it. Let's do it. Also, wait, I might have the award still. This is the award. This is it. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I want to make sure I'm not doxing myself here. Let's see. Gosh, this thing. I can't believe I still have this thing. Here it is. Here it is, chat. The Maestro Award in 2019, man. It's so cool, dude. It's so cool. It's so cool. I just keep it in the box in the back. But it's awesome, man. It's awesome. Yeah, it was fun, man. I don't really need the trophies or anything like that. Like, this is really cool, but it's more of a relic of like, hey, I accomplished cool stuff because I like worked really hard, but this doesn't matter. It's like I still worked really hard without it. So, but yeah, that's story time. That's a wrap, baby. That's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me put this back. And then we'll start next run.